Hello, good day, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the great Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay, I believe it's rightfully so to give him the title King of the Blacks. Okay, I know he's a Pan-Africanist, which means that he deals with Africans, I believe, all throughout the continent and the diaspora. You know what I mean? My consciousness is a universal one for all Africans, but I per se, when I know that being that we in different cultures and we in different places, there's differences. Though there's similarities, there's differences. So when I speak, I can only truly speak from my experience of being a Black American. But then again, now that I hear myself saying it, no, we dealing with imperialism and colonialism, and that's all over the globe. So it doesn't look different. So we're gonna call him King of the Africans, because he is King of the Blacks, King of the Africans, because he is the only man that I can honestly say he's the only man that's honestly trying to unite us as a people. Okay, there are other great Black men that I absolutely adore and adore the work that they are doing to keep us sound in mind and keep us from degenerating. There are some great men who are within religious institutions that do contribute. And then there are those who just are awesome human beings that do whatever they can do in any environment that they're in, to uplift their people, who may not be seen to many people. Just where they are, they're impactful. So today I want to give thanks to all the great men who are standing up to the call just to keep us all together, seriously. Whether they're dealing with the mental, the spiritual aspect of who we are, helping us regain our African consciousness, all of the great brothers out there. I want to give a big shout out to Brother Bobby Hemmett. Love, love, love to pieces, Brother Bobby. I don't know if Brother Bobby is still living, though the channel Serious Times Media always says that he's still living and he's well. I do have a number for him. I'm probably gonna call it. I think I called it once or twice. One time I think I got an answer. I mean, I didn't get one time it actually no, hold on. I think I called a couple times. I might have called and hung up, and then maybe the last time I called and I let it ring, but there was no answer, because I throughout time I've gotten plenty of different numbers on Bobby Hemmett through the videos that I've watched of his. But just today, giving thanks to the great men who come before me and who have been actively trying to liberate our people, the ones whose voices are prominent in this day and time. I'm talking about, like I said, Brother Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Umar Johnson. Like, I feel like today they are the greatest voices. Like, I don't know no other men that really are for us, by us. Other people try to incorporate other people into the midst of things, people deal with Black and brown and all of that. And I'm not against those people. That's wonderful. But these men, they talk directly to the souls of our people. And they don't sugarcoat it. They don't hide that. They ain't trying to really necessarily be universal, and I respect that about them. And I know that in itself is, putting a massive, target on your back, when we're in a place where we're told to be accepting of others, and like I said, I love all good people. I love culture. I love people, however, and and I say that to say that was a struggle for me with starting this channel. Me being who I am, I never wanted to make anyone feel left out, as I know my channel may pop up to different people of different cultures. And I'm sure, like I said, on a human level, we can all relate to each other, you know, no matter where we're at in the world. You know, there's certain things that connect us and bring us all together, no matter what race we are. You know what I mean? We all living up under this system, okay, of oppression, colonialism, and imperialism, materialism, and capitalism. We all living in it, you know. So I was aware enough that when I started this channel, I know that there will be people who will see it, and I never wanted to make them feel left out, because I am a person who just never wants anyone to feel left out. I'm inclusive, you know what I mean? And I just didn't know how I was going to go about it. How was I going to fashion this channel? Was I talking to everybody, or was I talking to my people? Okay. And in this case, I'm sure most of my messages will predominantly be targeted towards my people, because I'm dealing with an experience that is unique to Black Americans, right? So I will be coming from that perspective. But all people who do see my channel and you resonate with it, and it helps you, then know that you're more than welcome to be in this space. However, I don't feel like I can talk for all of humanity, you know, because I know we all have different experiences within the realm of this system that we find ourselves born into. Okay, so with that being said, you are very much welcome here, and know that it's always peace and love. Okay, however, my focus will be on the uniting of Black Americans, you know, our unity, the bringing back of our communities, you know. And Dr. Umar, you know, with his speech and his talk, you know, I do believe that he is the Christ. He is the chosen one. He is the sent one for this generation. You know, he is. And anything that we can do to further his agenda, you know, we all need to be on board with it, you know. For one, we know that he wants to, you know, get his school completed. There's no reason why it's taken this long for his school to be completed, with, like, again, all the resources that are available, that all the resources that are here. Like, we need to be contributing to whatever it is that he has going on. But can he do this alone? No, he's one man. But he is for sure the sent one. He is the mouthpiece, you know. He is the voice of God in this day and time, okay? As Jesus was called the King of the Jews, he should be called the King of the African Americans. He is the king. I'm sure, like I said, he would prefer a different title, probably King of Pan-Africanism or King of the Africans. But for me, I'm going to give him King of the Black Americans. So we need to support that voice. We need to uplift that voice. But not only that, we need to take action on the things that he's presenting to us, right? I believe, like I said, the root of our problem is these evil altars and the separation between us. This religion stuff is bad business. It's bad business. It has people separated. It has people living the lives of people that lived 2,000 years ago. Why the hell are you telling me stories about people who lived 2,000 years ago as if they're the only people that there's to discuss? We dealing with shit right here, right now, today. Where are those stories being told to our people, and solutions giving in a modern way available to us today? You know, I just am ready for us to truly unite. Like, that is what this channel is about. I want to us to begin to focus our attention, especially the chosen. You know, I'm giving directives to the chosen because we know that it's all about the head. You know, the head, and then the body will follow. So we are the head and the frontiers of the pioneers of resurrecting Black America. So it is up to us to do the work, like I said, as the leaders, and then the body will follow. Okay? So I believe that where things is going to change, you know, is spiritually. We got to do the work in the spiritual. That's where it's all going to come from. You know, no matter how much money is out there and we ask people to contribute, we've been telling people, the blacks in the community that got money, yo, you need to give that up. You know, you need to help. You need to build something. You need to do something. And niggas ain't doing nothing. Okay? So, again, it's going to start with the priestly body. Okay? The chosen. Us going into the spirit and undermining and figuring out the spiritual technology needed to bring forth this change. Okay? So prayer, you know, rituals, spells, you know, we gonna need to learn about it. We gonna need to cast some spells. You know, if these niggas don't want to come out of their pockets with this money to begin to resurrect our people, it's time for a shakedown in the spirit. We need to go into the spirit and we need to make them cough up all that money, because at the end of the day, that money don't belong to them. That money is ours. It belongs to the body of the Black American. You know, we got to do away with all of this individualism. We have to go in the spirit and begin to change the minds of our people, get them out of this individualism and bring them back to a community mindset. Okay? That's going to be prayer. I mean, every day. Like, this is our work. This is our work. This is our work. Our work is to resurrect our people and bring them back to their righteous state so we can begin to have a community, begin to be a people. Because honestly, as I move throughout these United States, even in my consciousness from time to time, I feel alone. I feel like I'm an individual. And sometimes I feel like I don't even want to identify as a Black American. You know what I mean? Because I don't see no community nowhere. Everywhere I go, you know, predominantly where there's other races that dominate those places, Black people are alone by themselves. They done lost their mind. They crazy. They homeless. You know, or they're dating outside of their races. You know, it's no unity. It's no community. It's like, it's just crazy. No infrastructure. You can be in a predominantly Black city, but there's no Black infrastructure. The Black mind, the African mind, does not permeate the infrastructure of that city. It's still American corporations that run and own the land. No matter that the Black people is the majority in that city. You don't see any infrastructure. So for instance, you may see a Black business here, there, and there. Those are businesses. That is not an infrastructure which builds community. It's still no unity. The people in those cities are not united. You know, they're still in slavery to the corporation of America. Although all the American corporations are there. So that American mindset and capitalism is there. You know, when I go into like Asian or other people's little Italy towns and all of that, Chinatown, they have not only businesses, but institutions that are infrastructurally built off of their minds, off of their essence. The problem with us is that we have a European mind. So our environment doesn't reflect the true essence of who we are. Okay? The European is individualistic thinking. He's destructive. He is, and is it fair to say, and it's hard, right? Because we don't want to single out Europeans as a whole. So let me not say that. I want to take back Europe from saying Europeans, right? I want to say shit. I don't even know a word to use, because I don't want to put it on a race of people. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. So what we'll say is these institutions, we're just going to say America, Corporation of America, right? And its mindset, what it is. It permeates all throughout these communities that may have a large black population. So what I'm saying is that I would love, my vision is to see a time before I leave this planet, right? And I don't plan on going nowhere no time soon. I don't plan on leaving this planet until I'm ready to go, until my work is done. Until my people are restored. Until I see black people thriving, return to their black African mind, returning back to their true essence, until their souls are awakened and returned and restored to its proper self. We are people that are to be in tuned and in harmony with nature, with the cosmos. We are supposed to be in tune with our environment. I don't believe that we need another Black Wall Street and all of those things. I'm not one of those people that believe in, that we need to go get with all these other races or getting how they're modeling their communities after America or, the European world. I don't believe in that. I like the infrastructure that I see within Africa. Those who have priests and kings that reside in territories that are not connected to the United States government or the United Nations, but they run their territory, right? They have their own communities that's operated off of spiritual principles. It's a more natural way of being and living. So do we need banks? No, not in the sense as we know it. Do we need an economy? No. I'm not for the Black Wall Streets. I'm for the natural way of things, being in a place and space where nature provides everything for you. I'm talking about a place where there is no jealousy, because there's no need to be jealousy, because everybody has the same portion, essentially, a place where we're not hoarding resources, because we know that nature is abundant. I'm talking about the idea of a garden, the idea of an Eden, where this devil doesn't preside. He can't even get in. So I believe the way that we are going to defeat this enemy that is an enemy to African people is we have to go back and recollect our consciousness. We have to examine the spiritual knowledge. We're gonna have to, Black Americans, because we're gonna have to go into Africa and sit down with the elders there, I know our people have been doing that for years and recovering certain amounts of information, but maybe in the past years or decades, we haven't been able to fully access all of the knowledge and wisdom because there still was some gatekeepers. But I believe we in a day and age where there are no more. I mean, there's gatekeepers, but there's people that understand and know that the information has to be released now, because it has to. Otherwise, we gonna cease to exist. You know what I mean? If we don't have this sacred knowledge and wisdom of who we are, what we are, we have to regain our consciousness, regain our true mind, and I mean, go throughout all of the continent and get the wisdom from all of the continent, and come back together and put together some kind of doctrine, or, put together some kind of doctrine or some form of new manifesto that can liberate the people, liberate the African people, no matter which part of the world they are in. I don't know if it's going to take us leaving the parts of the world that we are in and going back to Africa. I don't know if that's the answer. But one thing I do know is that we need African wisdom. So I encourage you, for all the priests and priestesses who are called to restore our people back to their rightful state and to uncover this ancient knowledge and wisdom of who we are. I encourage you to tap in to a lot of these African spiritualist channels, because they got a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Lots of it. Lots of it. We need it. We need it. And I encourage all the African brothers on the continent to not be stingy, to release what you know, because we need the knowledge. We need it. We need it. We are depending upon it, and we are thirsty, and we are hungry for it. So I'm putting forth a mandate that all African spiritualism be released. May there be no more gatekeepers that hold us out because whether we don't have the financial means to pay to get the knowledge or because of the distance. I call for all barriers to wisdom and knowledge of the African man and woman to be broken and moved out of our way now. All barriers be destroyed now. Get out of our way. It is time for us to resurrect. It's time. It is time. We have been in a destruction cycle for too long. It is new life. This is the cycle of a new beginning for our people. Okay? May knowledge and wisdom increase of knowing thyself. May it increase. May the people rise up. May the prophets, the priests and the priestesses rise up and use their mouths and not be afraid to speak the truth. Okay? May the truth set us free. The truth will set us free. It will. Okay, so I know I started off this video saying that just giving homage to Dr. Umar Johnson as a active member, an active person. I don't even want to call him a person. He's the Messiah. I'm saying that he is the Messiah. He is the Messiah. He is the Messiah. He's talking to the Africans in America and abroad. He is the Messiah. He is the Messiah. Yeah, he is. We're going to give him that title. We're going to give him that title. We're going to give him his flowers while he's here. And I need for y'all to every day keep him in prayers. We want to pray for his protection. We want to not only pray for his protection, but pray for his increased wisdom and knowledge that he can continue to share with us. We pray that his voice never dies. We pray for his strength and vitality. We pray that no woman, no evil can penetrate him. I pray for his complete protection, and especially of his mouthpiece. I pray over his physical senses. I pray over his psychic senses. May they always be intact. May this brother be with us forever and ever. He is not to die. He is not to go anywhere. He is to remain on this planet until we see change, until the change is created. Okay? Support him in his works and what he is doing. Support him. And if only support you can give is your prayer and your spiritual work, then do that. Do that. Because he's he is the most important voice of our generation. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He is the king of the Africans. Okay? With that being said, like I said, he can't do it alone. We need more brothers to step forth. We need more brothers to come forth. Now, we done had a whole bunch of brothers, which I'm praying for y'all. You know what I mean? Yes, y'all may have done wrong. We know that you were young. We know that the ego can get intact. And we know that this wrong is slippery and slopery for a young man to navigate. I hope that while y'all are sitting in prison, that you are really getting your minds right and purging this materialism that might have still been attached to, this lustfulness that might have been attached to you, that weakened you and broke you down. I want to give thanks to Nature Boy. Thanks to Brother Polite. Thanks for Young Pharaoh. Who else did we have out there doing big things? Thanks to what's his name? Not Jamar. Jamar is his name? No. What's his name? Jamal. Why can't I think of his full name right now? But y'all know who I'm talking about. Jamal. I want to give thanks for their lives. And I hope that this message reaches y'all wherever you are. Okay? As young men, you will make mistakes, right? And our people have judged you harshly. But there is redemption. And you guys are powerful and you are much needed. I pray for your speedy recovery. I pray that you guys become stronger voices. I pray for your return back to society. If you can't come back to society, I encourage you wherever you are to continue to be active on social media. Continue. If you only sending out letters to the people, send it out. Your voices are needed. Your voices are not to be shut up. I don't care if you a cage. Your voice is not to die. We need you back. You guys had powerful messages, right? And I know what happened, and I know what came upon y'all, and I know what just tried to destroy you. But know that we still love you and we appreciate everything that you've done. And I just encourage you from where you are to keep learning, keep growing. And I need you guys to really wash away those aspects that are within you that are specks on your armor. Those things that if you come back now and out, you might be susceptible to them again. You got to wash away all of Rashad Jamal. That's his name, Rashad Jamal. You got to wash away all of those impurities that's within you that may hold you back from being the saviors of our people. So you got to get, a lot of things under control. You got to stand on all things. You got to be disciplined. You know what I mean? And I'm praying that your minds remain intact. I'm praying that your bodies remain temples of the living God. I pray for your health, your mental health. I pray that you don't stop talking ever. Your voices were much, much needed. Okay? We face setbacks at times in life. We will face these setbacks. However, we won't let them keep us down. No matter how bound and chained they may try to make us or do to us. No. No matter what condition we are in, keep your mind healthy. As long as that mind is healthy and you got your mouth, speak. We need our men. We need our men. We need y'all. I miss y'all voices. You know what I mean? I miss when y'all was on fire. I really do. And we miss your leadership, and we need y'all back out here offering to us the wisdom and knowledge that you do have in your leadership skills. Okay? You just have to, like I said, clean up some aspects within yourselves, and hopefully this sitting down, you're working on your character, you're working on your soul, so that when you come back, you're stronger and greater than when you went in. So I ain't one to ever throw y'all away, because y'all did a lot of great things. Huge following, had our people behind you. You got the ability to unite people, and that's a great thing. That is a great achievement, okay? Whether all the information, I know that the information you were bringing forth was in good intention. It was for the uniting of our people and breaking the chains off of our people's minds. Even if some of the information wasn't on point, it wasn't accurate, it's okay. We get better with age. We get wiser as we get older. You know what I mean? You get wiser. So I don't want you to feel any shame in the community. That shame, I erase it right now from you. If you're feeling any kind of shame and afraid to show yourself, don't be afraid to show yourself. You are valued. You are loved. And I would love to hear from you guys. Speak, and never speak. Never stop speaking. And right now, I declare and decree that all chains be broken from your body. All the chains, the chains that they have put against your wrist to stop your works, I break them now. I break them now in the mighty name of the ancestors and the ancestral gods that walk with us. I break all the chains that have been put around your ankles to stop your movement and stop your action. I break them now in the mighty name of our ancestors and the ancestral spirits and gods that walk with us. May you guys be free. Be free. Be free now. Be free. Be free. No matter what condition this system has placed you in, you can be free. Okay? They can chain the body, right? But this right here, keep this helmet intact. This is the central computing. This is the Godhead right here. This is the Godhead. Keep this intact. Keep this intact. Okay? Keep it intact. But like I said, I call forth the freedom from the bondage of the chains that have been placed on the body. So not only shall the mind be liberated and the mind be always remain free, but the body be free as well. The body be free. I don't want y'all to ever lose hope while y'all are where y'all are or feel shame. Show your faces. We need you. We need your voices. We need that young, fiery energy. And what you guys don't have right, that's where the older men need to come in with the wisdom and correct, help correct and bring some balance to the messages that the young men are bringing. But we need that fiery, young energy. You need it. Okay? So don't stop. Do not stop at all. Okay? What else would I like to say? So yeah, just want to give thanks to all of our men. Thank you for the work that you are doing and uniting us, bringing us back together as a people. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you for your continued efforts. Thank you for your life. Thank you. Thank you. And let me see, what else would I like to say? What else would I like to say? I would just like to say, it's time for a new mind, people. You got to go to war with everything that brings dis-ease, everything that brings everything that brings restriction to you, you know. And for me, it's this whole system. For me, it's this whole system. I don't like nothing about it. I can't assimilate. I refuse to assimilate. Not even that I refuse. I just can't. Who I am don't allow me to assimilate. I just can't. You know what I mean? I just can't. You know. So I encourage everyone. You know, there's that scripture in the Bible that says, "Come out of her, come out of her." You know, I encourage all of us to try to grapple that statement. What does that mean? How does that look? We need to sit with that. Come out of her in all our ways. The way we are living is unnatural and unbalanced. It's unnatural and it's unbalanced to who we are. We are harmonious people. This shit they got us in, this ain't it. I don't feel it at all. I don't feel it at all. I don't feel it at all. And I know y'all don't feel it at all. Y'all probably just don't know what else to do. But I say come out of her. Come out of it and see what happens. I promise you, if you walk away from this system, right? Like the movie, I never watched the movie, but I've heard it. It's called, what is it called? It's called, what is it called? Oh, now I can't even think of it. But it's pretty much a movie about walking away, you know? Walk away from this corporation called America. Walk away from this system that you are in that makes you unhappy, that causes disease, that causes disorganization. Walk away from this dysfunction, this evil empire and everything that it is. Don't touch any of its things. Walk away from it all. You understand? And I promise you, it can't stand up without your energy. The reason that it's breathing and it's prospering is off of your energy and your contribution. Okay? You are literally being vampired. Okay? Off of your efforts is why they get to reign and why they get to enjoy this world, right? And you don't, on the level that they do and the balance and freedom that they have. They're vampiring you. Vampiring your children, and they're training you and your children to become what do you call it? If they're the vampires, then you're their victims. Okay, you have to understand that you're being vampired. You're being vampired. I rebuke this whole system. I want my life force back. I've given too much to this system. I ain't got nothing left to give them. Nothing. Take your life force back. We need our life force back. Once you take that energy from that energy that you've given to their system, right? It's going to crumble because it's only thriving off of you. You are the powerhouse that they're feeding off of that allows them to live. So I encourage you, and I encourage you to walk away. You can take this statement lightly if you want. You are being a victim of vampirism. Walk away, and I promise you this shit will begin to crumble brick by brick, layer by layer. We must walk away. What does walking away look like? I'm going to tell you what walking away looks like. Walking away looks like what I'm in right now. I'm in my vehicle right now. I walked away from a cycle of paying rent, working long hours and not seeing any rewards. You know, getting sick, being diseased, and just stressed, which causes all illness in the body, right? I was feeding their system, right? They get me sick, right? So now they kill me. Now they take my organs and whatever goodness that's left in me, my melanin, whatever else is good in me, and now they use it again. That's another form of vampirism, to go feed themselves, to go feed their desires and even feed their lives. Because who we are is what they need to live on this planet. Everything that we are is what they need. It sustains their existence, right? So I can't no more. I ain't got nothing to give the system. I'm not paying no bills. I'm not going to your institutions. I'm not participating in none of that shit. I will not assimilate. Okay? And I'm telling you, okay? I know that's bold, you know what I mean? But I come to this position not on my own accord. I come from this position because this is how God has made it for me since I was on since I incarnated on this earth. He ain't never allowed me. I won't say he, they, the Elohim, right? The council of the gods, the ancestors, they ain't never allowed me to become one with this system. Every time I tried to go and be a part of it, they told me no. They didn't allow it. They protected me from it. Okay? Then when they said, okay, you want to go see what it's like, they finally allowed me into it, I realized why they had kept me from it. Because it's truly a system of vampirism. Okay? And it's time for us to have our own kingdoms. Kingdoms again. Our own kingdoms. Communities, kingdoms, tribes. It is time again to live in harmony with our design, the way God created us. It's time for us to be harmonious again. It's time for us to reign again. Okay? It's time. So I know some of y'all might not be ready, but you got to take steps every day. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just got to get radical, and sometimes you just got to leave all that shit behind. You got to just walk in faith, because what more do you live? Are you just living to live in a house, to have a house over your head? Is that what your life amounts to? Just being able to say, I ate today and I got a roof over my head? Listen, those things are wonderful. Okay, it's nice to have those things. But if that's all you got and that's all your life, you ain't got no community, you got no family, because the system done destroyed your family from relocating them everywhere so they can go and find money and jobs so they could take care of themselves, to where the family unit is totally destroyed from drugs, alcoholism, and just a crazy demonic mind that our people got. So ain't no family no more. It's straight individuals and zombies out here. Is that what we doing? We just waking up every day to go to work, eat shit, and be okay? That's okay? Like that's life? Nah, that ain't life. I come to live and have life more abundantly. Okay? Thy kingdom come. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. Okay? Thy kingdom come. Thy kingdom is Eden. There are places and dimensions on this earth where there are people who live harmonious, that don't live under any kind of this oppressive demonic empire. There's people that live separate in these forests, in these sacred lands, that have no access, remote. They're remote and they have no access to these evil powers that's running this world. They have no access, and they live in harmony and they live in peace. And that is our destiny. We are to return to that. We must destroy all of his vices. Everything that is his, we must burn. We must not touch. We must not touch it unless it defiles you. It defiles us. It's a scripture in the Bible that talks about it. You touch the unclean thing, you become unclean. Okay? So I know it ain't easy. It ain't easy. But those who are brave-hearted, right? I'm talking to the brave-hearted, because like I said, it's about the head and then the body follows. To the brave-hearted, this is the route we gonna have to take. We got to remove ourselves from their systems and remove ourselves from having contact with anything that is of them. We have to separate. We got to separate and get busy. We need to tune in, talk to the God who has created us and designed us. We need to be in contact with those supernatural forces, because that's what's going to be needed too. We can't do this on our own with our own energy. We have extraterrestrial family, right? Those that created us. We have to be in communication with. First off, we need to be able to identify them, because we in all different type of places. Like I said, with all these different religions and stuff like that. So we need to be able to, one, identify the supernatural forces that walk with us. Not only do we have extraterrestrial forces that walk with us, we have nature spirits that walk with us and that we can command. We need to know their names so that we can invoke them, okay? So that we have their power behind us, okay? And for those of you who may not know the power of the supernatural or the natural, It's very real. It's very real. Me being a Black American and not having the family familiarity with the family familiarity with ancient wisdom and ancient African spiritual practices, because I was born here in America. So number one, my people, they just all fucked up anywho, because of this system. It just completely destroyed them. But the little bit that the little bit of spiritual wisdom and knowledge that I do have is because of the knowledge that I've gotten from Christ, Jesus Christ, from the Bible. He was the first example to me of any kind of spiritual knowledge and wisdom. Not Yahweh, but Jesus, right? When I read him, I felt that he was me. I was him, right? Not that I wanted to worship him, but I felt that that's who I was, right? So Jesus is an archetype, and who he is who a lot of us are, right? So I say that to say again that I didn't have like most Africans have, like y'all got y'all grandparents, your great grandparents that live right there in the village with you, where the knowledge ain't never been broken. Y'all still got all of this ancestral wisdom and knowledge. In America, it ain't like that. Only some people, from what I hear, is the people in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. I come from up north in the northern state, New York. So that knowledge and wisdom was not there. The only other exposure that I had to any kind of spiritual knowledge was I did see my mother growing up. She used to go down to Jamaica Ave in Queens, and they used to go over there, I think, to some Jamaican women and some Haitian women out there in Jamaica Avenue, and they used to go get some stuff, I think, for their boyfriends and stuff like that, to get their boyfriends to acting right. So I was aware of some aspect of spirituality that way, but I don't believe my mother was heavily into it. Though I could be wrong.